The rooftop of the Manhattan Hotel glows with gold light as the company celebrates the biggest product launch of the year. Ava Reed stands near the edge of the crowd in a simple black dress, fingers tight around a plastic flute of cheap champagne. She spent 12 months building the app that saved the company. But her name is not on the screen behind the stage.
Relax, Ava. The title is just branding. Everyone here knows you did the work.
Everyone here thinks you are the genius. You let them cut me out of every slide.
Our future is shared. What is mine is yours. It does not matter whose name is on a slide.
On stage, the CEO taps the microphone and the crowd shifts. Heels clacking, glasses chiming. The huge screen flashes with the headline, Rising Star Award.
Tonight, we celebrate the brilliant mind behind our record-breaking launch. Please welcome our lead designer, Bella Hart.
Applause explodes as Bella struts up in a red dress that shines under the lights, smile wide and perfect.
Lead designer. Are they kidding? She joined the project 3 months ago.
Do not make a scene, Ava. This is bigger than your pride.
A camera crew swings by to catch Bella hugging the CEO. Then the lens turns and catches Ava in the corner.
I want to thank our visionary leadership and my incredible partner, Jason Ward. I could never have done this without him.
The crowd roars when Jason walks on stage and kisses Bella on the cheek. The kiss that used to belong to Ava.
Partner, Jason, what is she talking about?
I was going to tell you after the party. Bella and I are together now. It just happened.
You stole my work and my boyfriend, and you want me to stay quiet.
Her voice rises over the music and several heads turn. Phones already lifting to record.
Security, please bring Ava Reed to the stage. We need to address a serious concern.
2 guards flank Ava and guide her toward the microphone under 100 hungry eyes.
Earlier today, we discovered that confidential code from our app was copied to an external drive under Ava Reed. We believe she tried to leak it to a rival.
That is a lie. I never copied anything. The code is my life. I would not burn it for anyone.
I walked past her desk and saw the transfer myself. I thought she just forgot the drive. I am so sorry this is happening.
The audience mutters. The camera stays on Ava, her cheeks burning as the city skyline watches in the dark.
Effective immediately. You are terminated. Security will escort you out. You will hear from our lawyers.
Just go, Ava. Do not make this worse for yourself.
You framed me so you could take everything. The promotion, the press, my future, all of it built on my code.
Her chest shakes, but she lifts her chin and stares straight into the nearest phone camera.
Watch me. I will build something bigger. I will make this company beg to stand in my shadow.
Gasps ripple through the rooftop as security walks her through the crowd, every face a mix of shock and secret thrill. The elevator doors close on the scene of her public execution. And in the silence, Ava tastes something new on her tongue, revenge. 3 weeks later, the rain in Brooklyn falls like gray static outside Ava's tiny studio window. Her inbox is a graveyard of polite rejection. Her bank account balance is smaller than the overdue line on her rent notice.
You did not just fall, you were pushed. You can climb back, you have to.
She gulps cold coffee and opens her laptop again, fingers moving on autopilot as she sketches a new interface on the empty screen. The idea hits fast and sharp. A platform that lets small creators own their data instead of feeding corporate machines.
If they called me a thief, I might as well steal back my future.
Her phone buzzes with an unknown number, the kind that usually means debt or bad news.
Is this Ava Reed?
Depends who is asking if you are selling extended car warranties. The answer is no.
My name is Nick Cole. I was in the back row at your little rooftop execution. I am calling because I like betting on the wronged.
You saw them destroy my career, and you just watched from the back.
I watched a company I partly own burn its brightest mind on live streams. I prefer to move after the fire reveals what is real.
Ava blinks, heartbeat ticking louder. She has heard the name Nick Cole in every tech article for the last 5 years.
You are the Nick Cole, the investor who turned a food app into a global payment empire.
Guilty. Meet me at the cafe on 9th in an hour. Bring whatever you are building and bring the anger that scared your CO.
Ava stares at the cracked paint on her door for a breath, then grabs her laptop, her hoodie, and what is left of her courage. The cafe smells like burnt espresso and hope, Nick waits in a corner booth in a navy suit with the tie stuffed in his pocket.
You look better than you did on that rooftop. Less like a ghost, more like a storm.
You called me here to give fashion notes. Or because you have a point.
Show me the thing that kept you up instead of crying. Every ruined genius has one.
She turns the laptop toward him, palms sweaty as the new platform layout glows between them.
It is a creator hub that tracks ownership on chain. No exploitation, no hidden terms. Small users get power before the giants arrive.
You built this from scratch in 3 weeks, after losing your job and your reputation.
It was this, or obsess over their press photos. Rage is a decent fuel.
Good. Keep the rage. Here is my offer. I put in seed money and contacts. You keep controlling stake, and we scale fast.
You want to help me compete with the company you partly own. That sounds like a conflict.
They threw away an asset and lied to the market. I prefer truth that makes money. Call it correction, not conflict. There is one more thing. We do not hide. We launch loud right in their face. The best revenge is profit with a spotlight.
Ava studies his steady eyes and the sharp edge of his jaw. Something inside her, hungry and scared, wakes up and stretches.
Fine, I will take your deal, but I am not your puppet or your charity project. I am the one driving.
Perfect. I do not invest in passengers.
They shake hands over the glowing laptop. And for the first time since the rooftop, Ava feels the floor under her feet again. 6 months later, Ava walks into a downtown warehouse that now pulses with her logo on every wall. Rows of desks hum with energy as a small army of engineers and designers chase her vision. Not the old company's orders. The platform, now called Ember, has just hit 1 million active creators, every one of them owning their data.
Status report. What did we take from them this week?
3 of their top gaming streamers moved to Ember, and a fashion brand shifted its whole campaign to our side.
Good. Roll out the bonus tools for them first. I want every defection to feel like stepping into sunlight.
Nick leans against her office doorway, sleeves rolled up, tie long forgotten months ago.
You do realize you built a rebellion, not just an app.
They called me a thief. Rebels do not ask permission. They take back what was stolen.
Speaking of revenge, your old company is hosting an innovation summit tonight. Guess who is the surprise headliner?
If you say, Bella, I might break this glass.
Close! They invited Ember to headline. They think they are meeting my portfolio founder. They do not know it is you.
A slow smile curves Ava's mouth, sharper than any blade she could carry.
So they want to praise the platform built by the woman they tried to bury. I can work with that.
Hours later, the hotel ballroom feels smaller than the rooftop that once swallowed her. The same CEO stands on a new stage.
Tonight, we are honored to host Ember, the hottest new creator platform, led by a visionary founder.
Nick walks on stage first to polite applause, all controlled charm and easy confidence.
Thank you, but I am not the visionary. I am just the guy who writes checks. Tonight, you meet the woman who turned an insult into an empire.
He steps aside. The lights shift, and Ava walks out in a white suit that catches every camera flash. For a second, the room falls silent as faces register who she is. Then whispers break like waves.
You have got to be kidding me!
Good evening. Some of you may remember me from my last performance at one of your events.
A nervous laugh ripples through the crowd. The CEO looks like he swallowed a lemon.
Back then, I was accused of stealing code. Tonight, I am here with a product that gives creators their power back, with every line of code owned and tracked. Funny thing, when you stop exploiting talent, talent shows up and brings friends.
Slides appear showing Ember-S numbers, towering over the old company's flat growth. Each chart a quiet slap.
Clearly, you have made impressive strides. Perhaps we should discuss strategic partnership.
Partnership requires trust. You fired me on a rumor, and let the world call me a traitor. Why would I hand you my rebels now?
A few investors in the front row nod along, phones already out to capture every word.
She is just bitter. If we wanted to, we could still crush her little app.
You had the chance to work with me, and you chose theft and lies. Now you can enjoy watching from behind my users.
To be clear, Ember has no interest in being acquired. We prefer to build a new table instead of begging for a seat.
The room buzzes louder. Headlines already writing themselves in the air as Ava holds the microphone without a single tremor. For the first time, her story is not a scandal clip, but a blueprint. And she is the one holding the pen. 2 months later, Ember hosts its first creator summit in a converted theater. every seat filled with people who built their own audiences. Outside, protesters wave signs at AVS former company for quietly changing user terms. Screenshots of hidden clauses trending online.
Let them see the difference. We do not need to drag anyone. The truth is loud enough.
Still, a little microphone does not hurt. The press panel is in 10 minutes.
Backstage, Ava reviews her notes when a familiar voice slinks in from the doorway.
You look good. Success suits you. We should talk.
You have 30 seconds before security notices. You do not belong here.
The company is crashing. The board is panicking. They want a merger. I told them I could get you to listen.
You betrayed me in front of half of Manhattan. Now you want me to rescue the people who signed the order.
We were young and scared. I made a mistake. You can admit you still care.
I do care. I care that every creator you exploited gets out before the ship sinks. That is why I will never merge.
If you refuse, the board will leak dirt on you. Fake numbers, fake scandals. They are already digging.
Let them dig while they play with fake data. I will show the world receipts.
Nick steps into view, arms crossed, gaze cold enough to freeze the air between them.
We already traced the drive that framed Ava. It was registered under your login, Jason, along with payments from a shadow account.
That is not proof. Anyone could have used my login.
Sure, anyone who also used your personal card to book the hotel where you celebrated the night she was fired.
Jason pales as Nick holds up printed statements, each line a nail.
You thought I would just move on, that I would chase survival and forget what you did. You underestimated my memory.
Security escorts Jason out as he sputters, the door closing on his protests. Minutes later, Ava sits on stage under soft lights with reporters in the front row and creators packed behind them.
There are allegations that your former company planted evidence against you. Do you have anything to share tonight?
I have more than words. I have documents that show a pattern of punishing employees who say no to unethical practices.
Screens behind her light up with emails, timestamps, legal letters, each one scrubbed of private data but heavy with truth.
This is not just about me. It is about every person told to be grateful while their work is stolen. Every creator pushed into silence by fine print. At Ember, we publish our terms in plain language. We let users vote on major changes. Power does not belong in secret rooms anymore.
The room breaks into applause. Not polite this time, but fierce, like a wave hitting rock.
Do you worry about making enemies by speaking this openly?
If telling the truth makes me enemies, they were never worth my silence.
Later that night, headlines spread across social feeds. Ava's name now tied to justice and reform instead of scandal. At the same time, stock alerts ping across trading apps as her former company Sevu slides under a flood of investigations.
You did it. You flipped the script. They are the villains now, not the ones who whispered about you.
I did not do it alone. You stood beside me when it counted. I noticed that.
Good, because I am not going anywhere and I am about to make my move.
He steps closer, the roar of the crowd fading as he looks at her, like she is the only steady thing in a spinning world. 1 year after the rooftop party that tried to bury her, Ava stands on another rooftop, this time her own. The Ember logo glows on the side of a glass tower, the city spread out in light below, like a circuit she finally controls. Inside, the celebration is wild. Creators from around the world, dancing with engineers and investors, everyone high on shared victory.
We did more than survive. We rewrote the rules. I want them to feel that tonight.
Already handled. The bar is serving a special drink called Rooftop Redemption. Guess what? Inspired it.
If it tastes like cheap champagne and betrayal, I am sending it back.
It tastes like winning and finally getting the last word.
They lean on the balcony rail, the night air cool against the heat of the party behind them.
The board of your former company voted to sell the building from that night. Investors fled after the investigations.
Good. Maybe someone decent will rent it and use the space for something that is not built on stolen labor.
About that, I bought it. Under a holding company. You did not read the last closing report.
You bought the place where they humiliated me.
Correction. We own it now. I thought you might enjoy choosing what happens there next.
Ava pictures the rooftop empty and quiet, then full of new faces, young coders, small creators, people like the woman she used to be.
Turn it into a free creator lab. Open workshops, legal advice, mental health support. No gatekeepers, just doors.
Done. Write it up, and I will sign whatever you put on my desk.
For a long moment, they stand in the shared silence of two people who fought the same storm and came out standing.
There is one more contract I want to discuss. No investors, no lawyers, just you and me.
If you are about to pitch a merger between my heart and your schedule, I need to hear the terms first.
Terms are simple. You keep your name, your company, your freedom. I get to love you without hiding behind work.
Her chest tightens in a way that used to mean panic, but now feels like sunlight flooding a closed room.
You already do half of that. The loving part, you are just finally saying it out loud.
Then let me say it clearly. I love you, Ava Reed. I love the way you burn, the way you refuse to stay broken.
Good, because I love you too, but understand this. You are a chapter in my story, not the whole plot.
Exactly what I signed up for.
They close the small space between them, the kiss tasting of rooftop air and a future they built, instead of begged for. Inside, a huge screen plays a highlight reel that begins not with her humiliation, but with Ember's first login, her hand on the keyboard, her eyes steady. The crowd cheers as the reel ends on a message in bright letters for everyone who was told to stay small. You were always the main character. As fireworks crackle above the city, Ava lifts her glass. Not to forget the past, but to honor the girl who survived it and turned it into fire.
Thanks for watching. Follow for more romance stories.